Hello my beautiful earth angels, welcome back to another video. This is going to be a reading of what is amazing about you. So hopefully you leave your reading feeling uplifted and feeling acknowledgeable of all the amazing qualities of you. These are the four piles. I'm putting it as a photo because you can see it better than the lighting I have right now. So pile number 1 is this fairy with the purple flowers. Pile number 2 is these two fairies in the pink, and pile number 3 is this kind of fairy looking over the ocean, exploring, and pile number 4 is this little cute buttercup fairy. So take all the time that you need to sit here, tune into the energy of the piles, which one stands out to you, which one is resonating with you, like colors wise, picture wise, anything. You can be drawn to more than one pile. There is no correct number, and if you get on a pile and don't resonate, come back and maybe pick another one that you felt drawn to. The timestamps will be in the description below, so you can go straight to your reading when you are ready. With that all being said, I will just also shout out my website that's always linked in the description below with hoodies, teas, mugs. I also have a Depop with some crystal jewelry on, so check those out if you're interested in those type of things. And yeah, I will see you all in your reading, my loves, my earth angels. I cannot wait. Hello, pile number 1. If you chose this sticker, which you can't really see because of the light, but it's the sticker with the purple fairy with a lot of purple flowers. This is going to be your reading of what is amazing about you. So I'm going to speak about this sticker in a minute, but first of all, the message with your cards is very clear, and there's many amazing things about you, but this is the one that your higher self is choosing to bring, or spirit, or whatever you choose to believe in. This is what's being brought to your attention right now, and what you can acknowledge as part of your amazingness. Now for you guys, you have this Page of Cups energy, which is very, very dreamy, very light-hearted, but for you guys this comes across in a way of inner child, but it's this type of innocent energy, that pure energy, that childlike love, trust and joy. You have this pureness about you that is really interesting, because you have this pure innocentness about you. Like there's something about your energy that's very childlike and wondrous, like if you are on a walk and you come across some flowers like your fairy, you're gonna stop and smell them and it's gonna light you up, and like small things are amazing. You look through the world with eyes like a child, and you're just very you're very magnetic to be around when you're this type of person, because you bring more excitement to the everyday. A lot of time people are very stuck in their work, very stuck in societal kind of constructs and things, that life becomes a bit grey, and you bring so much colour. And it's no coincidence that your sticker is purple, and you have the High Priestess coming out right in the middle here. And what this whole spread is really saying to me is that the main characteristic they're bringing through is this light-hearted, childlike energy of innocence and purity and excitement and trust and just gentle nature, letting go. You have this quality about you which is so amazing because of your intuition, because of your wisdom, your connection to source, your connection to yourself, your empathy, your compassion, your deep-hearted nature. And sometimes when we're in this energy of like very dreamy, very childlike, a lot of people who are a bit more negative could maybe look to you and be like, oh, you like, their heads in the clouds, they're not serious, they live in their own bubble, their own dream world. But actually, you don't do this through a lack of maturity, you do this through maturity, if that makes sense. You don't do this out of a lack of maturity, that you see the world through rose-tinted glasses. Actually, you do it because you're very wise. You do it because you're knowledgeable of what's really important in life, because you've also been through a lot of transformation and shadow aspects throughout your journey as well, that's taught you to be grateful and appreciate what you have and where you are. You're very connected to this like source energy of love and compassion. But basically, you're not this dreamy head in the clouds, like, you know, nothing tangible type of energy. You're the whole package, because you are dreamy, you have your pureness, your imaginative side, but it comes through wisdom, it comes through awareness, understanding, and you also see the bigger picture of everything and of your dreams and business plans as well. Like, people might kind of, you might shock people sometimes, because it's like they might look at you and think, you know, you're this dreamy kind of person lost in their own world, and then they speak to you and you're like very intelligent and you're very planned out, especially maybe when it comes to maybe your future, what you see for your future. Like, you have big goals, and yeah, like you're very, there's a lot of depth to you. You're a very dreamy person. But yeah, I think this sometimes shocks people, or maybe, you know, it's just, it's not expected because of how lighthearted and carefree your energy can be when it comes to just appreciating the small things and keeping that excitement. And the truth is, a lot of time people think that being mature, that we have to be mature and grow up and see the world through these eyes of kind of grey and, you know, realism and just this negative light. And it's you know, sometimes we lose that as we grow up and go through hard times, harsh experiences, or, you know, just, yeah, because we all go through hard times and harsh experiences, and you're someone that when you've gone through these times of change and times that have weathered down your soul, you've never lost your pure energy, you've never lost your love, your compassion. That's really the energy that's coming through. And, you know, some people go through these times and like we always find our way back to ourselves, but it kind of dampens some people's outlook on everything in the world after that, and everything does become a bit more grey. But yeah, you keep your strength, and it's because when you've been through your lesson and experiences, you've taken the lessons with them, you've allowed them to shape you to who you are today. You've allowed them to teach you about more about yourself, but more about others and the world around you. And it's really allows you to almost, for some of you, to have an awakening in some type of way as well. You're very intuitive beings, and you have a lot of gentle graceful energy in you, no matter if you're female, if you're male, whatever. You all have a very, very gentle, caring and kind nature to you. So you have a few other cards come out, and this cracks me up when this came out. You have snow, because snow to me is like, it's a very magical thing, but especially when you're a child, and it's like your inner child is so nourished, it's so full of love, wonder and joy for life. Your inner child is, and this really shines through you as a person. You're very grateful, your intuition and your deep feeling, how you feel things very deeply, that makes life a very magical place. And yeah, you could get excited about just little things that maybe some other people can't or don't feel as deeply, you know. But with snow, this is all about appreciation, gratefulness, and it's really this energy of knowing that life is short and time flies quicker than sometimes we think. So we have to embrace every moment and make peace with the here and now, you know, and not just ignore things or suppress things. And I think this is very much your energy as well, that you have to live your life, because even though we get many incarnations, we only get this one as ourselves, and we came here to do something. So yeah, so I think some of you could have a creative mind or imaginative mind, or something about your dreams as well, your sleeping dreams, but also your dreams when it comes to your future. Some of you have very you have a mind that can create the most magical envisions of the future, so keep working towards those. So the cards that you got, oh yes, you got I suss out to know the vibe, and you got it wouldn't be in my interest to let this go. I feel like this might resonate for some of you more than others, but with these two cards, it's giving me the energy that You are a very trusting, mean what you say type of person, and especially when it comes to meeting new people and friendships or relationships or anything, it's like you put this uh okay, how I'm gonna explain this is like you guys have this magical pair of glasses that when you look through them create magic, and you've had them since you were little. And as people grow up, sometimes their glasses get broken, sometimes they break them themselves, but you've kept yours intact this whole way. And when you meet people, whether that's friendship or relationship, you put on these glasses too of when you say get excited about seeing it snow or see a pretty flower or a beautiful sunset. You put these glasses on with people too, and you see them as these amazing creatures. You're always able to see the good in people, is what I'm saying. And with this, there's this energy of you throughout time maybe being shown some people that don't deserve that type of energy. You could have been the type of people who inside are very genuine and kind and just mean what you say, you know? And I think maybe when you're younger you felt like everyone was this way, but obviously we go through life and sometimes we have certain karmic connections or people who teach us that not everyone is like this. And so maybe it taught you, or something in the past taught you, to be more reserved with your energy, because you have this way of seeing such love in people that maybe you don't want to get too attached, because when you do, you give people your everything. You give people your all that you can. You spread your love because you have so much of it. You know, you don't do this, like maybe in the past you could have been people pleasers as well, but and that's not a bad thing, by the way. It's just a trait that, you know, sometimes we embody through learned experiences. But there's this energy of, sorry, because I've lost my train of thought. Yeah, of giving loads of love and being very generous with that, not because you're seeking something, but just because it makes you happy and because you have so much of it, and like just life and just dreamy, wonderful, funny, light-hearted energy. So yeah, so I feel like sometimes you might have learned throughout your life to be a bit more reserved sometimes with people before you know that you can trust them, before you read their energy. You're very intuitive when it comes to picking out and kind of judging whether someone has good intentions towards you or bad, or what their game is. You know, I think you have a good intuition when it comes to reading the vibes and energy of people. But yeah, so maybe you hold out a bit, and then when you know, you are like all in, and you don't want to lose the people close to you because you form very deep connections that are from love, you know. And yeah, so let's move on. Justice has been served. Oh yeah, you're the type of people, take this if it resonates, to not seek out revenge in people who are not nice, in people who are not nice to you, but especially people just in general. You think if they're doing something bad, you know, that's gonna come back round to them. They're gonna get their karma, or you know, just you don't take that place. You have good morals. You stick to your morals. You like to know that you're a good person and you're doing. You wouldn't ever do anything to create that kind of bad energy that it's just like, what the point, you know what I mean? I feel like that's what you're like with people who throw around really aggressive energy and stuff. It's just like, what's the point? You're popping my bubble. But yeah, this says justice is a wave that can move in magical ways. It teaches us we are all connected. Balance is an inevitable. So you know, people will always get their karma back round. And sometimes as well with people in the past, if they've not treated you the best, I feel as if you, not that you didn't see it, but you have this extended compassion even for people who are maybe showing negative traits. It's like you can see through the words or their actions and see to the deeper meaning behind what they're doing, because sometimes people project their own pain onto people and it's not necessarily even personal. So I love to discover, this is your energy all over again, that light-hearted energy of discovery, you know, walking in nature, appreciating the small things, getting lost in a dream world. I could just float to the clouds with you guys. This says, I seek, I explore, I discover, and I uncover, because in my soul I am free. Where shall I go? I find as I see. So this is like you know, like you could be quite spontaneous. You don't have to be, but like in the sense of you trust where your path takes you. You trust that you'll be guided to what is meant for you and what is meant to be in your path. You know, you don't always have to chase things, that it's like that you'll be guided to it, if that makes sense. You have trust in universe, or whatever you may kind of think or believe it to be, as like coincidence or fate, but you know you'll always go to the places that you're supposed to, and that you are a free spirit. So that was your reading of what is amazing about you. In summary, overall, it's your dreamy energy of love and just beautiful, wonderful light-heartedness, and this is through wisdom. This is through being connected to your inner soul. This is through your experiences and learning from your experiences of this incarnation, but also collectively with all of your past incarnations. And you have an overall bigger perspective of your life, and also, you know, you're level-headed, you're very balanced out with your divine feminine and divine masculine. Yes, you can be dreamy, but you can also be serious when you need to be. Do you know what I mean? You can also be in that emperor energy of action and planning and thinking, and yeah, so you're very dual-natured, and this is what is amazing about you. I love you all very much. Please never change. This is a really beautiful quality that some people literally just don't even recognize or acknowledge, but this is a gift. This is a beautiful quality, and this is what makes you so amazing. So I hope you enjoyed your reading, and I'll speak to you all very soon. Hello, my beautiful earth angels who chose pile 2. Sorry, I got a sudden rush of excitement then as I started your pile. I don't know. Anyway, so if you chose this sticker, I don't know why I'm shaking it then, it's because the lighting's bad. If you chose this sticker, this is your reading. You guys have already got me in a jokes mood. I don't know what it is about you. Maybe you have a really good, like, humor, or like you make a lot of people laugh, because your energy is just funny to be in general. I think you have this quality about you that you can see the light-hearted side of stuff, even when everything's falling down around you, or at times when, you know, you're really quite overwhelmed with tasks or something. It's like you can almost detach and laugh about it. This might hit some of you deeper than others, but it's just hit me straight away about your energy. So I have, first of all, so many synchronicities for you guys, so many synchronicities. So right, where do I start? With this 10 of Wands right here, this energy overall for you, what is amazing about you is your perseverance. This is what the energy is being, like, there's many amazing things about you, but this is what specifically the energy being brought out for you is. I don't know why I feel like I can't get my words together, but so this to me says about perseverance. This to me says about showing up even when you're not feeling your best, or even when, you know, you've got a lot of stuff or a lot of weight on your shoulders. This tells me about showing up, and that's for many different things. That could be for a job, for commitments, for family, for responsibilities. It could be for yourself and self-care and getting things done. But the synchronicity here is that with this 10 of Wands energy, I really got the vibe that some of you, like, this burden is not all yours. Like, you carry responsibilities, whether that's for other people, or some of you take care of other people, or you really, you know, you feel you have to take care of other people. This part honestly is very split. I can feel a lot of energies in different situations coming through, so if any of one of them resonate, then take that as a sign you're in the right place. But yeah, so I got this vibe of commitments and like taking responsibilities for people. And then it was crazy because your sticker is a fairy adjusting the hat on this little baby fairy, and this just is confirmation to me, you know, some of you in here, not all of you, but some of you in here will be parents, will be caretakers of some kind, or you know, you look after the loved ones around you and whatever that applies to you. But also, another synchronicity was that you got Divine Nurturer come out. This is the Empress card, Divine Feminine. I nurture, I create, I heal, I love, because I'm in tune with my inner goddess. Goddess is spelled really funny. Anyway, yeah, so I get this energy for some of you that you're very nurturing, you take care of people and people around you. You are amazing because your perseverance and dedication is what's really coming out here. You weather through, you have this quality about you that's like, that is only built up through persevering, and it's this very strong energy that does not deteriorate, does not weather away. It's the type of energy that it's like you build this through time in small doses, and it creates a very solid, very strong, very stable type of energy that surrounds you, where I feel like you're really dependable in some way. You have a really stable, strong energy when it comes to maybe there's something that you've done for a long time, or like the people you've cared for a long time, you've persevered through this, you've, you know, dedicated yourself to this, you've shown up for this, and this has created a really strong, stable energy inside of you that not everyone has, because it's gained through doing, it's gained through persevering. Hello pile 2, I had to jump in. You'll probably get another one of these because when I'm editing, sometimes I realize I haven't explained myself properly, or I get a new download of information for you. But this is also if you have a responsibility that you turn up for every day, like a job, and maybe you don't like it that much, or maybe responsibilities you just have to do, you know, because they're a necessity or they're part of your life. You turn up for these things every day, and this is what creates this perseverance. There's also a side message unrelated to this reading for you guys here. Now this also applies differently for the different people that are in here, but I'll show you how I'm seeing it in these different ways. Is that with your work right now, or with a passion or a hobby or something of that nature, you could be feeling very, you could be feeling very bored. You could be feeling stagnant, you could be feeling unfulfilled, you could be feeling tired, burned out, you could be feeling unhappy, just in general, any of those. Then you are going to have sudden realizations very soon, and there's going to be a crumbling to this structure. Whatever you're in now, whether that's a job or whatever direction you're going in with your passion, there's divine timing here. There's something in your reality that is crumbling away, and what's funny is that I don't get this crumbling feeling as a breaking down. I get it as this feeling of like when it's breaking down, it's actually coming together. And that's really strange because normally things break down and then we put them back together, but I'm really getting the sense that it's breaking down and falling into place. So it's almost like as when some of you give up on something, or some of you reach your last straw, or you really can't go anymore, or you're like, something's really gonna have to change. That something does, something will, and something is coming that's quite major. It's divinely timed. Is this fated to happen? So take that if it resonates. Yeah, but this is applied in different ways because some of you are maybe moving jobs or ending jobs. Some of you are just simply having big realizations on a change of direction. So some of you aren't kind of moving at all, and it's like more of an inner mental kind of direction change that you're feeling, epiphanies, ideas. Oh yeah, light bulb. Sorry, you have two other cards, light bulb and I am the sunshine. And this is the Ace of Wands. Light bulb moments are the real deal. Epiphanies can feel like miracles sent to give us a new door along our journey. That is crazy, you guys, because this is the Eight of Pentacles. And the Eight of Pentacles to me always, right, so the first key words I get when I see Eight of Pentacles is work, is passions, is hobbies, is yeah, work in general, sort of perseverance, patience. But I also get new doors, as in like new avenues, like you start doing one thing and then you find another thing through that, and then it leads you to a new thing. So some of you are having a change of avenues or a change of direction, and some of you, you know, you could be finding a new job, a new job coming in, or you're just having this realization that you do want a new job. So some of you, this isn't here straight away, but it's like you're coming to this realization, or you may be feeling like, I'm not fulfilled here, I'm not happy here, something's gonna have to change. So always take what resonates and leave the rest behind. But you have I am the sunshine, and it's funny because I didn't do this on many cards, but both of these have the lines round like boo. And I feel like because some of you, not all of you, are quite expressive when you speak. It's like you emphasize certain words that you say, or like you say certain words in a different tone, like I am the sunshine, or like I don't even know how to explain it. If you do that, then you're gonna know what I'm on about, and if not, then just brush over that part. But some of you are quite emphasized when you talk about things, or like there's a lot of humor and kind of tones. You use a lot of different tones in your voice. You kind of speak with energy in this way. Like there's something about you speaking with using different tones to speak. Maybe you speak to some people, if you have kids, you speak to some, like your kids, in different tones or something. And I don't know, something about that there. I had to jump back in after I finished because I forgot I didn't even talk to you about this card. You are the sunshine, and with this you light up the room. You make people feel better, you make people happier, you make people feel better. There's something about that that's significant for you, that's amazing about you, is that you do make people feel better, and you are sunshine that spreads to all other people and make them feel like sunshine too. So you really have this healing ability in your energy, yeah, or to like help people that aren't as aware, or that have maybe like learning difficulties, because for some reason I cannot speak properly, and this is really crazy. So this might even be for just like one of you or two of you, or just, I don't even know, but you have to leave it down in the comments below. But some of you, I'm getting this vibe that you're a teacher of some kind, or a teacher assistant, or you help people with some kind of like speaking disability, or you know, you tutor people or something of this kind. Anyway, you're all sunshine, and sometimes this can become draining for you because, you know, you're always there to pick other people up, you're always there to help others, you're always there to make them feel better. Maybe you don't speak about your problems because, you know, you're the rock in some kind of way. And I know that this can be draining sometimes, and it takes a lot out of your energy. And just know that there is a blessing on its way for you because of this amazing quality of yours, to always be there for others, to always put people before yourself a lot of the time, which, you know, obviously requires a balance so we're not burned out. But you always put other people first in a way that you're so considerate, you are so kind, and you are so nurturing. You have this inner kind of motherly instinct within you. No matter if you're divine feminine or you're a masculine or whatever, you have an instinct within you to help people if they're in need, or to make them feel better, or to bring them comfort of some kind. So yeah, you're a light worker. But what's amazing about you overall is your perseverance, honestly, is this strength that you've built up through this, and through giving and supporting, giving love to others, supporting others, no matter who that is or how that applies to you in your life. This is what makes you so amazing, and you are getting some beautiful, kind of almost divinely given reward back for yourself, because it's like you've spent all this time and carried burdens that are not all of yours sometimes, and you are having a realization, and big epiphanies come in that do change how you feel about where you're going and your circumstance right now. And this is coming in to spice up your life, give you a bit of energy again, and motivation and strength, and to remind you of that energy of just why you're doing this. You know what I mean? Whatever you're doing is going to remind you why you're doing it. So keep on going. You also have Storm Eye. I see this as like you're very intuitive people. You have a intuitive ability to sense other people's needs, emotions, and also this means that you're quite in the middle of something right now. You're quite in the in-between. You're in a culmination point. I feel like this is for you as well. Some of you need to hear that your difficulties are ending. The chaos is ending. Things are calming down. You're in the storm eye. And in the storm eye, things are quiet. Things are calmer. So things are calming down. There's clarity coming to light. What seemed unclear and what seemed kind of like what direction to take next, that is going to seem very clear very soon. So I hope that this resonated. Sorry if you can hear things, it's Halloween, so got little kitties coming to the door, which is funny because I think you guys, some of you on here are parents as well. Not all of you, but that's funny. You guys, I had to come on here and just crack up with you at how chaotic this whole pile has been. I have like sections edited in, I have voiceover sections like this, and I just wanted to apologize but also bring to light that this is part of your amazing qualities. Your Store My card, all about chaos and getting out of the chaos and coming to a calm, and this is what's happening with the Tower. Things are falling away, and as they fall away, it's like you've been working really hard to hold everything together, and this may have meant being more busy, having more responsibilities, and this is crumbling soon. So you'll have more time, more energy. You won't be as busy, you won't have as many responsibilities. Things will lift for you weight-wise off of your back. And yeah, so I thought it was funny because it was all about chaos, and this whole reading has been very chaotic energy, but this is part of what's amazing about you, is that even though you may not feel like it all the time, you're amazing at thriving when it's busy, at thriving when you're burdened by a lot of responsibilities or a lot of tasks, or you know, anything like that. You're amazing at thriving within this energy, even if you don't give yourself credit for that. So yeah, and I hope that this wasn't too chaotic for you guys, honestly, and I hope you enjoyed the reading. I love you all very much. I hope that this reading resonates for you. I hope that you found some clarity in this. If it doesn't, then just, I should have probably said that at the start, but if it doesn't, just go back to another pile. Maybe this one wasn't for you, but I love you all very much. Have a blessed day or night or whenever you're watching this, and don't forget, you are the divine nurturer. Speak to you all soon. Hello, pile 3. Welcome to your reading. If you chose this sticker of this fairy kind of looking over to the ocean, then this is going to be your reading of what is amazing about you, okay? And this is really interesting because with your sticker, honestly, I had such a weird experience with it when I pulled it out. It's like I was overcome with this feeling of familiarity. That is such a hard word to say. Familiarity, and almost as if like I was like, wait, I've seen this before. Where do I know this from? I've seen this somewhere, or this is really reminds me of something. Overall, what I get from that energy for you guys is that you may even get people kind of come up to you and be like, oh, have we met before? Do I know you? Or like, oh, you really look like someone, or like people mistake you for someone, or they feel like they've met you before or known you before. You have a very familiar kind of energy to you and in your energy. So some of you could even get told like you look like certain celebrities or people or something, but if not, in general, there's a lot more to this energy than just that. This is because your energy is very familiar, right? And with that, people feel very comfortable around you very quickly. They feel very comfortable to tell you things and open up and communicate with you. You have this amazing quality about your communication, and I think communication is a highlighted quality within this whole reading. But yeah, people open up to you easy. You might get strangers open up to you, or just, you know, like have these type of conversations with people where they kind of just open up, your energy is very healing for people on a subconscious level. I think people don't realize, but this kind of mistaking energy, or this familiar kind of energy, is because you have a healing aura. You have very healing qualities about you, especially when it comes to your communication. When you communicate with people, you have this element to you of speaking the truth, bringing the truth out, and almost as if sometimes when you're speaking to people or loved ones or someone, you almost kind of give advice that is so balanced and so needed for them, in a way that you might even give advice sometimes and you think, wow, I didn't even think about it that way until I've just said it myself. And this is because you actually channel people's spirit guides, people's angels, the messages that people need to hear. It's like their spirit team or loved ones kind of take over and speak through you, because you're this intuitive channel. For your communication, you are an intuitive channel. So whether you realize or not, whether this is like purposefully or not, this is an amazing quality, because people really get a lot of truth from you. You bring a lot of truth to light. You bring a lot of realizations to people. You're really good at bringing ideas to people as well. Ideas is something that is amazing about you. You have a very creative mind for thinking of ideas, even business ideas, business plans, or just seeing the bigger picture overall. You have this way of very balanced thinking when it comes to the bigger perspective, the bigger picture. You have a very balanced mind. Some of you could hold Libra energy somewhere in your chart, maybe in like your Mercury or something, because there is this very balanced aspect of you, and this comes out twice with this. I'm working on it. Finding balance, wherever that is for you. It doesn't have to be 50-50. It's all a journey found through doing. I feel like people with this energy of familiarity and comfort, when they speak to you, you are the type of person that people would feel safe opening up to, because they don't feel like you're going to necessarily judge them. You see both sides to everything. So if they come to you with something that normally maybe other people would react quite harshly with, or something, you kind of make this okay. You say, right, I see, yeah, I get how you're feeling, I've been there before. Like, you make people feel okay about their situations, and this is why people open up to you more, because they don't feel like you're such a judgmental person. They just see it as you see both sides. You're very understanding, you're very balanced when it comes to your mental realm. There's a lot of motivation and drive to your pile as well with the Emperor here. You're very passionate, very motivated people, and I feel as if you're very observant as well. Not much gets past you. You're very intelligent, observant type of people. Especially when it comes to just getting stuff done. You pull your socks up, you get it done. Do you know what I mean? You're very adventurous souls. Some of you might like your inner child is very adventurous, it's very playful. You might be the type of people to love travel, or just exploring nature or new places around you. It's kind of like you have this deepened appreciation for the world around you. Like when you see the ocean, or when you see a pretty lake, or when you see some nice flowers, you're like, wow, you really take it in. You stop to look at it and just take in all of its beauty, you know? But yeah, there's a suddenness to your energy as well. I don't know if it's in like the way that you speak sometimes to people. This might just be for a few of you, but sometimes it's kind of almost as if you sit and wait and observe and listen, and then when you do say something, it's very like, whoa, like that was a lot, like that was very deep, or that was very profound, or that was very out of nowhere, or that was very like unexpected. There's this element of shock to you. People don't expect you to be like this in your mental realm, or when you speak, and then when you speak, it's like, whoa, you know, like people are kind of taken back sometimes. You're very intriguing. There's a lot of mystery to your energy, that people want to get to know you more through communication. And like the things that you talk about make people intrigued to learn more. You're a very generous, giving person, especially when it comes to giving your energy or time. You could be very busy people sometimes, like you juggle a lot of different tasks, and this is what makes this an amazing quality of the Emperor, is that you are good at multitasking or juggling or whatever that be, just in your day-to-day life. You have divine timing here. Sometimes divine timing and aligning come to bestow luck upon us. What are the chances? So this is the kind of card for, it's like sometimes, sometimes this card is all about opportunities that come to us that can seem a bit risky or far out, but because they're so divinely aligned with us, it doesn't matter what we do, it's there for us. Like, it doesn't matter the gap that we have to close, it just closes up. Like, manifest that you know, like spirit aligns things for you. Any ideas? There's an idea maybe that some of you have right now that maybe you're thinking like, oh, I'm gonna need to save up money for that, or you know, you're thinking about it in a tangible way. There's divine timing for this idea. This is a side message. Spirit saying to take a risk, whatever it is. If there's an idea that's caught your attention, that's made your heart feel full of wonder, then this is meant to be. So you have confirmation divine timing is coming. There's a plan in motion. Spirit is guiding this. I know this is a bit off topic, but you have a lot of tower energy. So this is the tower card for me in this deck. The rug has been pulled. You pull the wool over from people's eyes. You show them the truth. You give them ideas. You give them clarity. You bring clarity. You have a lot of epiphanies or revelations that clear up things for you. It's like you're constantly evolving and changing and transforming within your mind, which then affects your outer world as well. So when all that is built falls, I am given a blank canvas to create a whole new painting. Lives within lives, our journey is never ending. So this could be that you're coming into a new chapter right now, or that throughout your life, you've been through many chapters, you've been through many phases, you've been through many tower moments. Maybe you've had a lot of chaotic times or in the past, or you know, something like this, and maybe that's why you're so wise. Maybe that's why you have this a bit more guarded emperor energy sometimes, because you know you've been through the harder times and you've learned your lessons from it, and this ultimately is what has made you this wise person today. You also have this, which is hilarious. So for some of you, if you have had an idea recently that's like really lit you up, or it's like, wow, I'd love to do that, but how do I get there? What do I do to close the gap? What do I do to get money to do this? What do I do to get the resources to do this? If you had any ideas like that, Spirit's literally saying F it. Divine timing is at play. The rug's been pulled. We've given you the idea. You just need to trust us that when you take the steps towards it, it is going to align for you, no matter what that is. Because the first step, right, you might have the idea as like the overall picture of what's going on, or what you want to get to, but the first step is going to be different. It's the seed, and you're on this yellow brick road, brick by brick now, towards this if you want it. So take that if it resonates, but also feel like you're the type of people to say this to someone, like, F it, do it. Like, you encourage people to be spontaneous, you encourage people to be explorative, you encourage people to just do what they want and not care what other people think. We have this lightning card as well, which again is the tower card. So you've literally got so much lightning and suddenness and tower, and this also goes with your color kind of energy of blue and yellow, which is, to me, is communication. Again, it could be travel for some of you. You're having big realizations, and this is what's amazing about you, is the fact that your mind has these epiphanies. You know, not everyone has this type of sudden energy come in all the time or frequently. You know, sometimes it's just like every few months, but you guys know you are little balls of energy and ideas, especially maybe like in the more practical way. You have a way of making things practical and tangible, you know, by just trusting yourself that you are capable, you can make things tangible. Yeah, you create this tower energy for people in the sense that you bring perspectives to them that they haven't thought about before. You have this sudden energy coming through again with lightning. Like, there's something striking about you as well, something different to the normal. I almost get this tomboy energy for some of you. It doesn't matter what your gender is, but it's almost kind of as if you are a bit, there's something different about you in some way. And people are kind of envious of this sometimes, because they kind of wish they could be that way. I wish I could be this carefree. I wish I could be this fun. I wish I could be this this knowledgeable, or have this many ideas, or have such a creative mind, or be this balanced, or be this kind and giving. It's this type of energy that I get for you guys. So this is what is beautiful about your energy. I just saw the time at 11:33. So that might be a significant number for you. Or maybe it's just that, yeah, you have a lot of new beginnings. Maybe even 11 or 3 or 33 is a significant number for you. And look out for it, because there is something aligning here that's a surprise for you in general, regardless of this reading. So very interesting, very interesting. I hope you're able to take some things from this, some things that resonate from this. Also, I don't know why, just random, but maybe it's because it's on my subconscious mind already, but this reminds me as well of like baking scales or cooking scales. Take that if it resonates. That's an amazing quality of yours. Sorry guys, a message I got through just after I cleared your cards away was about this card, and I kind of see this as like these are the selections and you're trying out different ones to see if they match up, to see if they balance. Now take this if it resonates, but you also have I'm working on it, which is the Two of Pentacles. If there's something you're trying to alchemize right now, if there's a combination you're trying to find balance, this could be with trying out like your projects or your work or just your routine, or like maybe I'll do this and this together, maybe that will work, or like putting things together for some kind of way. Take this if it resonates, but you're going to find that balance because you're really good at judging things. You're really good at judging things in the way that it's this kind of observational energy. You're good at reviewing things. I feel like this is a review type of energy, like, so you're kind of comparing. It's like, so this one and this one work together, right? Let's try this one and then this one. So take this if it resonates. It might only be for a few of you, but there's something you're working on right now, either, you know, mentally to find balance, physically in your routine to find balance, or maybe this is a project that you're trying to put things together. I'm also getting that you guys are good at pairing things together in some way, whatever that is for you. You're good at pairing things or putting things together that look nice, aesthetically pleasing, like putting outfits together or putting just objects together or something. Or maybe because I got this is the scales as well, you're good at putting foods together. You're like, this would taste really good with this, or you know what I mean? So take that if it resonates. Bit random, but yeah, I had to put that in there as well. But yeah, I hope you guys are able to take clarity from this or resonate, and I hope it's uplifted you to just point out some of the amazing things about yourself, because you have many amazing things. When I was shuffling for you guys, so many cards kept falling out, and I was like, okay, Spirit, let's just narrow this down to like a couple of things, you know? But in general, that's your reading. I love you all so much, and I'll speak to you all very soon. So beautiful pile number 4s, if you chose this sticker with this little buttercup fairy on, then this is going to be your reading. First of all, I feel as if this pile is like, this is a deep pile. Like, what's amazing about you, Spirit's chosen to bring up like, you know, real hit the heart type of things, and some of them is a lot to do with your past and the journey in which you've been through to get to where you are now regarding your independence. Now, in the past, you may have been through some darker experiences. These were all divinely guided, and I know that sounds a bit funny sometimes or a bit strange, because you may be thinking like these experiences weren't very nice, or the people, you know, you had to go through these experiences with weren't very nice, but ultimately they were all for a reason. And I think you guys know this because there's been time passed from these things that have happened, but ultimately they may have led you for a while to be like a bit like, have this side of you where you like the person you've become and the independent person that you've become, but maybe when it comes to looking at yourself and how you used to be, you kind of have a bit of a harder time. I'm not sure if this is now or like it was a thing, because yeah, there's in the past, it's like almost as if you've been through many kind of transformations and some kind of spiritual awakening or some kind of deep life lessons that have shaped you very significantly to what you are now and what you're doing now, maybe even work-wise, what you're doing. Like, these situations they took away your power so that you could regain it back yourself. And with this, you gained your independence, but you also gained the ability to believe in yourself again, the ability to feel capable and feel powerful, because maybe in the past, in these darker times, you felt very disempowered, you felt very out of control, or, you know, just like you needed help of some kind. Maybe some of you struggled with mental health in the past, or, as I said, just some situation that will be different for all of you, but it could have been like a relationship, it could have just been circumstance, kind of tower moments type of thing. But yeah, so with this journey, it brought you a lot of strength, it brought you a lot of independence, and it brought you a lot of unwavering strength in the way of hope and connection and trust. And trust in life, in God, source, kind of spirit, whatever, universe, whatever you believe in. It brought more trust in that. I feel like maybe in the past you kind of felt like you had to be certain types of ways to fit in, or had to be certain types of ways because of family or expectations, or maybe because of the job you were at. And it's kind of like, when you look back now, maybe it makes you laugh, like like some of the ways you used to dress in the past or something. You just think like, that was so not me. Because with this card, take it if it resonates, but I get this energy of this girl that's like, she's in a really poofy dress, but she feels like this, like, not uncomfortable, but it doesn't resonate with her. Like, she's just like puffing it, like, yep, and standing there almost as if like for like a school photo, or like their parents, you know, when parents dress their children up and make them look really like cute, but it's actually, I'm picturing this as like, I don't know, like when you dress like a dog or a baby up, or a child up in like something really cute, but it's a bit like they have like a moody face, so it's like, oh, it's cute to everyone else. I'm getting this energy of the cat from Cats and Dogs, you know, when this white cat out of Cats and Dogs, it's like the evil mastermind. I'm not saying you're an evil mastermind, but the cat, kind of, while they were having their plan, while they were plotting and everything, they had to act like a normal cat. They had this owner that was really like, oh my goodness, princess, or whatever the name was, and they're like, let's give you a bath and pamper them all up, and it was just like, oh my god. So I don't know, this is a bit random, take it if it resonates, but maybe in the past you felt like, you know, you kind of did things just like, not because you wanted, but just because you felt like you had to. And throughout this journey, you've really stepped into your authenticity. With the star here, this gives me Aquarius energy. You've really stepped into your authentic light, your true self, how you want to be, how you want to be seen, who you feel you are on the inside is now on the outside, is what I'm trying to say. So what's amazing about you is these really deep qualities of going through transformation, finding your independence. And for some of you, you could even be like starting your own business, or have projects that you one day want to make into like a more tangible business, or just that you're a lot more focused now on your energy, on what you want to do, on your goals and things like that. This might only resonate for one or two of you, but maybe whatever happened in the past kind of led you to have some body confidence issues, especially with the energy I'm getting of the dressing up here. Like, there's something about like how you look, your appearance, or your actual physical body like type or shape. Like, maybe this is something you struggled with, and Spirit's bringing this up to be like, hey, isn't it amazing, you know, like you've overcome this. Maybe not fully, but like you are so much further and brighter and lighter than you used to feel and used to be, you know what I mean? You've got your independence, you've stepped into your authenticity, you've stepped into your light, your calling, your purpose, and you are like the sunshine, you know what I mean? I get this really grounded, down to earth, humble kind of energy from you guys, that's really a lovely person inside and out. You are caring, you are kind, but yeah, this a lot of this, I feel, what is amazing is to do with your journey of expression, your journey of confidence, your journey of independence and authenticity. A lot of this is solar plexus type of energy to me, which is, you know, your ego, how you're seen in the world, your motivation, your drive. So it's funny how these things are linked together, and you may notice this as well, that when the journey of your confidence changed, and the journey of your solar plexus in that way of confidence and inner belief, when that changed, it also changed your drive, your determination, and your want to create something more. You guys are very, very intelligent and telepathic people in the way that you pick up thoughts and feelings from other people. You're good at bouncing off energy with other people, because you have this card connection here. Now this is about relationships actually in one aspect, which kind of gives me confirmation that maybe for some of you in the past this was a relationship that kind of was a difficult time. It was maybe a karmatic relationship. It gave you maybe some confidence issues through some of the happenings or situations that happened between you, or maybe that type of person was, you know, they gave you body confidence issues, or maybe, you know, just that type of vibe. It doesn't have to be, don't take that if it doesn't resonate, because that might just be for a few of you. But ultimately, overall, your amazing quality is about this journey of transformation from where you used to be, the mindset you used to be, your circumstance from where you used to be to now. And Spirit's really getting you to sit down and be like, look, you have changed so much, and this might not be obvious to you, but other people, wow, like they see this change. They're like, wow, have you seen this person? They used to be like this, you know, just they used to be this, and now they're like, whoa, they're the star, they're shining, they're expressive, they're talented, they're motivated, they're hardworking, they're confident. So this here, the other card you got is, I don't shy away from truth, even if it's not what I want to hear. And also, I'm going to have to work on how this links up, but I got this energy linked to this, with this sticker being like the buttercup. And you know buttercups, they say if you put them underneath your chin and they glow, then it means that you like butter, and if they don't glow, you don't like butter or something. It's like an old wives' tale. But it's like, you don't shy away from the truth. Even if people tell you something, you're like, you're not the type to just believe what you're told, is what I get. Yeah, you don't just believe what you're told. You believe it if it resonates with you, if you feel it deep inside of you. You have your own mind, is what I'm trying to say. Oh yeah, all of these, wow. Okay, so these are the ones that are going to hit the heart, because this really links into your journey of the past and where you are now. I let go of what once was. Now this is the Six of Swords. I choose to move away from the past. I no longer allow it to run my mind. Here I find the peace to look to the future. So with this past energy going on, this could have been something you struggled with for a long time or a while, or like it was a big period of your life that it was kind of affected from this relationship or this circumstance, or just these darker times, this dark night of the soul, this shadow work. And once you got, when it was the right time, perfect time for you to finally let go of these things which you have now, it really allowed you to look more and focus more on your future, especially with the star and this. It's allowed you to think more of, what do I want? What do I want to be? Because for some of you as well, only a few of you, take if it resonates, but you've had expectations put on you for your work, maybe from family or just society. It's like you felt like you had to uphold this certain expectation, but it didn't feel right to you. It just didn't feel right to you. It didn't resonate with you, and you just felt like, this isn't what I want. And so when you came out of this dark night of the soul, these darker times, it really allowed you to take your power back in the way that you could focus on what you want to do, what you want to build up for the future, because you know you've had enough of pleasing other people, had enough of living up to other people's expectations and doing what you're told and all of this. And it just created this magnificent energy of transformation in you, where like this is such a deep, interesting reading, because it's like, this is, it's kind of like a story, like in a storybook. Like, this was your rise. Like, if it's like, it's giving me the energy of, like, you know, in Marvel films or superhero films, they all have like a rise up before they become what they're supposed to be. And say for like Spider-Man, he was really bullied in school and people picked on him, and you know, he felt weak and he felt different. And then he had this massive transformation, and it was his calling, it was what he wanted to do. It made him feel good, it made him feel confident, it made him feel purposeful in the way that he's bringing help to others, which maybe you guys relate to too. But yeah, so this for you, what's amazing about you is your story. It's your rise up to the person that you came to be today. Things that stay forever in my heart. This is about the past as well. The nostalgia of the past will always live on through memories, people who remind us of familiar times, or names I give my own meaning to. So this is really beautiful, because I feel like with you, the things that have happened in your past, even though for a long time they may have been in a negative light, it's almost as if you've made peace with them, and that you almost look back on it in a reflective type of way of, like, you hold pride, I feel like, in some ways. Even though it can be hard to accept who we used to be, you actually do hold pride for the experiences you've been through, because you know you've made it to the other side, and like these things will forever stay in your heart because they were significant experiences. Maybe for some of you, if this was a relationship or connection, you're saying, like, even though this person wasn't my forever person, even though this person, maybe we treated each other badly at times, maybe it wasn't the perfect relationship, even though I've been through really some quite hurtful times in this phase, they will stay forever in my heart, because it's not about what people do to us or how they, like, I feel like you see it as divinely guided for your journey. So, you know, sometimes people play these roles in our lives for karmic reasons, and you've really learned from it, and that's what the purpose was. It wasn't to just be horrible to you, it wasn't to just beat you down and make you feel not good enough. It was for this, it was for this massive transformation in your life, this massive journey and long journey that eventually turned you into the person you are today, and made you resonate with the person you are today, from breaking away from these things in the past. So you keep a special place of this person or these people or these situations in your heart, because even though you wouldn't want to relive them, it's more like you're glad that they happened, in a way that you can rise above the negative and see the good in what's happened in the past. So as well with this, it's like you have, with the times or names I give my own meaning to, it's kind of like this energy of, like, you know, maybe you know someone called Philip, and like they were a significant person for you, and now even though you don't know this person or speak to this person anymore, anytime you come across the name of Philip or someone called that, then it's like you'll always associate it back to that person in your past. It's like some things in your life you're always going to keep connected to these past events, but not in a bad way. And you also have I surrender with trust, which says, this is the Queen of Cups. Oh my god, this is so you guys. You're so caring, so kind, compassionate, and sometimes before you really realized your own worth, your own power, you know, some people took advantage of this, or it's really this alchemizing journey of becoming from the Page of Cups to the Queen of Cups. And the Page of Cups is very trusting, very giving, and just sees the good in everyone, and this sometimes can hurt them because you know, we can't always be the best judge of character when we're looking at everyone from such a place of love and light, because sometimes people do bad things, sometimes people don't have the best intentions, and I feel like this is something you've learned as well. So that's something to be really proud of, is that you're a great judge of character now. Sometimes I just gotta realize my worth, be that bee, and surrender to what will be, because I know universe got my back. This is the person you are today. So out of all of this journey, all this transformation, this is who you've become. You've become the type of person that surrenders. You've become the type of person that doesn't, you know, doesn't overthink things that aren't meant for them, because you know that if something's not meant for you, something else better is. You look to the future, you carry on going, you know your own worth now. So that was beautiful. I honestly thank you so much for letting me experience this journey with you. I feel like we've been through a whole life journey in just like 15 minutes, but I also saw the time 1551. So this to me says a lot of change, a lot of endings to create new beginnings. So I hope that this resonated with you guys. Very specific energy in your pile. I hope it's made you feel uplifted. You genuinely should be so proud, because what's amazing about you is your strength, your independence, and this journey that you've been on. What's amazing about you is you. What's amazing about you is your life, is your experiences, because you can take them with you forever into new lifetimes whenever. This is strength you've built up to keep now. So very, very well done to you, and I give you a big hug. And yeah, just keep on being you, because you're a light-hearted soul. You crack me up. And this is what makes you so light, is because you've been through heavier times. You know the real importance to life, you know. So keep on staying connected. Your spirit guides are always around you. You are very spiritually protected as well. So I hope that this gave you some clarity, made you feel uplifted, and you can leave this just feeling really reminiscent and reflective on the fact of being like, wow, she's right. This girl, this tarot reading girl, she's right. I have been through stuff, and it has created this energy of empowerment within me, because even though my power was took away, that wasn't forever. I took it back again, and now it's mine to keep forever, because I've learned. So I love you all very much, and I'll speak to you soon.